Why don't you work with volunteers? First of all, I simply disagree with it from my own point of view, and that's all this is, my own take, not some fact or golden standard everyone should follow. I'm not an art school graduate, but I know artists with astronomical student debt that have had to find jobs in other fields because they can't find a job in animation. Entry-level jobs that require 2 to 5 years of experience, hiring locals only, or just too little openings with too many people applying. And then there's indie animation. No point in hiring local talent when your studio has no physical location. Only hiring folks with more years of experience than your studio has existed for seems kinda silly too. If you offered even $30 an hour, there's people out there willing to take it just so they can work in animation. There's so much unemployment in animation that volunteer work just feels exploitative to me at this point. And I'm not saying that my example is a good rate, considering freelance artists have to pay for their own healthcare and pension. But getting paid something is still more than not at all. If you use volunteers, it almost feels like they are paying you with their skill and their time, which they could also be spending working on personal projects, which they're also not getting paid for. I especially feel this way when I see a certain type of merch being sold. There's print on demand, which is free, but plushies and enamel pins, those cost thousands to make. Merch is a risk. If it doesn't sell, you're not getting anything back in return. Whereas if you just pay your team, you're guaranteed something in return, that something being assets for your show. I feel like volunteer work, especially when you seek out strangers, professional artists out of work, is contributing to the devaluation of animation as a medium. If it's in an educational setting, I understand. But in that instance, the primary goal should be a learning experience and not profit. So, in this case, I'm referring to student films and collaborative projects, and not unpaid interns working on movies and shows. I've yet to see a volunteer-based show blow up, so they don't do catastrophic amounts of damage, but I just worry what might happen when one does, and it sets a precedent that profiting off of volunteer-made work is okay. At the very least, if you can't offer your volunteers money, consider if there's anything else you can offer. Just don't dangle carrots like, "Will be paid after crowdfunding." You can't guarantee that, and you know that, and that's just not fair.